Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. I'm in a new location today. I am in my mom's kitchen. I'm visiting my mom on Cape Cod for the next month or so. So while I'm here, I'm gonna meal prep us some healthy recipes. I have a whole meal plan organized for us, breakfast, lunch, and dinner. So we got a lot of things to prepare today, so let's just get started. I want to share some unfortunate news about my mom. She's been diagnosed with Hodgkin's lymphoma and she's currently going through chemo. So while I'm here, I want to help make her some recipes that she can enjoy, and she's having a really hard time with foods making her nauseous, so I'm hoping I can just help her out with the cooking while I'm here and find her some good recipes that she likes. So let's get started with today's meal prep. Alright, so I went to Shaw's and Trader Joe's. You guys know I just can't live without going to Trader Joe's every week. Even when I'm traveling, I just need to go to Trader Joe's. It's a problem. This is what I'm thinking for our meals for this week. We've been having Ezekiel bread toast with this Shaw's pre-made guacamole. It is so good, and look at how good the ingredients are. Like no preservatives or anything. My mom requested chia seed pudding, so I have some hemp seeds, chia seeds, dates for the chia seed pudding, along with some protein powder that I ordered from Amazon. We've been buying this frozen antioxidant blend from Shaw's. If you have a Albertsons store, it's like the same as Shaw's, and this is seriously so good. Even when you defrost it, the fruit like looks really good and it takes out one less step of meal prep. So I'm thinking this with the chia seed pudding. I want to make Alfredo sauce, hidden veggie Alfredo sauce, and then I got the broccoli to go with that recipe. Some cucumbers for salad or just to like snack on. Leafy greens for a salad. My mom loves like nap cabbage, like, you know, like a Chinese chicken salad. I think I'm gonna make that but without the chicken. I got a bunch of tofu. I'm gonna prep some tofu cutlets to go with the Alfredo sauce. And lastly, my mom requested some soups. So I'm gonna make chickpea noodle soup with this whole grain rotini, chickpeas, veggie broth, and I'll slice up some shiitake mushrooms in there. So that's my meal plan for this week. Got a lot to do today. Also, the last thing I picked up is these beautiful farm stand eggs from my neighbor's house. I can walk there from my house and they have these $6 backyard eggs for sale. And look how pretty they are. So I'm gonna boil some eggs that can go with our avocado toast or put them on a salad. And I'll show you my favorite way to boil them in the Instant Pot. It's so easy. Some people, this might shock some people that I'm gonna make hard-boiled eggs, but I've added eggs back into my diet. Look at the beautiful view we have from my mom's kitchen window. I just love looking out here. So when my mom has vegetables, they have to be washed extremely well because of her chemo. She can't have like any bacteria contamination at all. But you guys already know, I already washed my veggies super good. I'm using my Trader Joe's fruit and veggie wash. She might not even end up eating any of this lettuce because, like I said, she has a really sensitive stomach because of the chemo. So I might just, me and Colin might just be the only ones eating the salad. I'm not trying to be dramatic, but it is so expensive to find fresh organic produce around here. We are spoiled in California with my farmer's market where I get a head of lettuce, huge organic head of lettuce for $3. It used to be $2.50, but it went up to $3. One measly little head of organic lettuce at Shaw's is $3.99. So if I want to make like a big salad, that's like $8 for a big salad. And it's like the puniest little head of lettuce you ever saw. Doesn't even really look that good and fresh. Next, I'm blending up my own breadcrumbs to go on my tofu cutlets. This is Ezekiel bread that I toasted. And then you have to let it dry out for about like 30 minutes or more. There we go. Sprouted grain organic breadcrumbs. These are the healthiest breadcrumbs you could eat. So for my tofu cutlets in a bowl, I'm combining a mixture of chickpea flour, almond flour, and breadcrumbs, about equal amounts of each. Then I'm adding Italian seasoning, garlic, red pepper flakes, and salt and pepper to your taste. You can add more salt to this if you want, because tofu is really bland on its own. Then just using the wetness of the tofu, press the breadcrumbs into it, and it should stick with just water. Then bake these in the oven for 20 to 25 minutes at 400 degrees. Next, this is my favorite way to make hard-boiled eggs. I use this steamer rack and put them in my Instant Pot for 5 minutes using the egg button. It is super easy. That's it. Next, I'm steaming some veggies to go in my Hidden Veggies Alfredo sauce. So I'm using 1 small zucchini and a half of a smallish cauliflower. And while all those things are cooking, I'm gonna prep and wash the rest of my produce. So for the rest of my produce, I'm just using the same Trader Joe's fruit and veggie wash, and then I throw everything back in the salad spinner to get it really nice and dry. Before I put it in the fridge. So I'm doing the same thing with these mini bell peppers and this broccoli. And with the broccoli, you want to make sure it's really dry so it doesn't go moldy faster. This is the best way to make perfect hard-boiled eggs. So take them out of the Instant Pot right after the timer goes off at 5 minutes and put them immediately into an ice bath. And then once they're cooled off, I just put them into a container in the fridge. Oh my God. Super easy, and they come out perfect. So I've had these resting in here for another 10-ish minutes. And since I'm prepping these, I'm just gonna let them rest in the oven until they cool down. And I'm gonna make tofu parm with tomato sauce and cheese on top of these. And I'm gonna use some of these for my Alfredo that I'm gonna make. I love these little carrot chips because you can use them with a dip. They make a good scoopable device. Or you can slice them up like this and use them in a recipe. And you get instant little matchsticks. So I was planning on toasting these, but I'm feeling kind of lazy, so I'm just gonna add in some raw cashew pieces to each one. You could add whatever protein you want to this. I'm probably gonna add some of the tofu cutlet on top, or just eat it with the edamame, add some protein in there. Oh, I did buy tempeh. I meant to bake the tempeh. Forgot. Look how good. So to go with my salads, I'm making a sesame ginger dressing using 4 pitted dates, about 1/4 cup of tahini, 4 tablespoons of rice vinegar, 1 tablespoon of sesame oil, 1 garlic clove, and about 1 to 2 tablespoons of ginger. This is actually freeze-dried ginger. It's really good. And a tablespoon of soy sauce. Blend all that together till it's nice and creamy. And this goes so well with these salads. It's like sweet and salty, and you get like the hint of ginger and garlic in there. It turned out really yummy. My mom even liked it, and she's super picky.
It smells so good. Wow. I forgot the soy sauce. Tastes really good as is.
Then I took all the steamed veggies for the Alfredo sauce and blended those up in the blender, along with 1/2 cup of cashews, 1 garlic clove, some soy milk, lemon juice, nutritional yeast, and some salt and pepper to taste. I'm going to list all these recipes in the description box so you'll have like proper ratios.
It's so smooth and creamy. I'm gonna sprinkle in some black pepper flakes at the end. Oh, that was kind of a lot. I wasn't paying attention for a second. I'm shocked. I honestly just made this up. So I'm gonna save this for later, and we'll have a ready-to-go meal prepped dinner one night this week. Oh, it fills this up perfectly. This came out so good. It's so creamy. The last thing I'm gonna do is make some chia pudding / overnight oat situation thing. My mom requested vanilla chia pudding. This is my favorite protein powder. I ordered it on Amazon and had it shipped here because I knew I would want to make some recipes with it.
For the chia seed overnight oats, use 1 scoop of vanilla protein powder, 4 pitted dates, 4 tablespoons of hemp seeds, a little splash of vanilla extract, and about 2 or a little more cups of plant milk. I used soy milk plus water because I didn't have enough. Then blend all those ingredients together. Then mix in the chia seeds, and you can either just stir this in if you don't want it to be blended up, but I like to blend it up a little bit so the chia seeds are a little chopped up.
Oh yeah, it's gonna be so good.
Then mix in 1/2 cup of rolled oats and just stir that together. And this is my favorite chia pudding overnight oat recipe. It's super sweet and creamy.
All right, for a chia pudding, we can just scoop it out of here and put it in a bowl with the berries because I don't have any individual containers.
And this is how I like to serve it. I defrost some of those frozen berries and then serve it with the chia pudding and a little bit of peanut butter on top, and it is so good.
All right, and we're done. The one thing I didn't get to is my chickpea noodle soup, but it's getting kind of late and I have to start making dinner. I have my watch on. In my next video, I'm gonna meal prep a bunch of freezer meals for my mom, and I told her I would make her chickpea noodle soup, so I think I'll do that in the next video instead.
So that is everything I made for this week's meal prep. I have all my salads prepped. These came out super good, and you could even add in another protein option to this if you want as well. Then I have my tofu cutlets. Those came out so good for my tofu parmesan recipe. I'll post a picture here. They were absolutely delicious. And yeah, the total time for this prep was about 4 hours. So kind of a long time, but it takes me longer to like move around the cameras and stuff and like clean as I go. But that is everything for this video. Thank you so much for joining me today. I'll be back next week with another Cape Cod video, and I'm gonna make some freezer meals. So I'll see you in my next video. Thanks for watching. Bye.